Namaskaram viewers, you're welcome to my channel Thinking Microbes. In this channel, we will be talking about the different aspect of medical microbiology and infections causing by the different organisms. Our today's topic is type of microscope and their working principle. As we all know, the microscope is a very significant tool for a microbiologist and the biology students. In this video, we will have the understanding of microscope with the help of what's, when's, how's. So I have designed some questions to understand it better. Our first question is, what are the different type of microscopes available to date? Second is when they were invented. Third, what are the commonly used microscope in lab? When we can say a microscope as a good microscope? What are the different structural part of microscope and what are their working principle? And how their micro photographs look like? And finally, what are their applications? So these 8 questions will answer about microscopes. And we definitely will understand the microscope better. So let's explore the world of microscopes with these questions now. Our first and second question is coming together. First is, what are the different type of microscopes available to date? And second is, when they were invented. So, for giving the answer of these questions, I have made a list of the microscope as per the year of invention. Our first microscope is light microscope. Second is dark field microscope. And third is inverted microscope. And fourth is fluorescent microscope. Fifth is phase contrast microscope. And last, sixth is electron microscope. This is a big structure. These all microscopes belongs to old era. So that is why they belong to old world microscopes. They were invented in between 1600 to 1900. Our second list belongs to the mid-world era. Scanning electron microscope. Again, it's a big structure. Stereo microscope and confocal microscope. These microscopes belong to the mid-world era, invented in 1942 to 1969. Now coming to the third list, scanning tunneling microscope, atomic force microscope and laser microdissection microscope. These microscopes belong to New World era. It was invented in 1981 to 2000. So after knowing all the names of microscope, the next question is coming. Our question third. Question third is, what are commonly used microscopes in laboratory? So in the case of microbiology or biology field, we have a list of microscope. Our first microscope is bright field microscope. Second is dark field microscope. Third is phase contrast and then fluorescent microscope, and finally the electron microscope. First to 4 microscopes belongs to light microscope group and last one is non-light microscope. Our fourth question is coming. Our fourth question is, when we can say a microscope as a good microscope? So to answer this question, we definitely want to know the prerequisites. So our first prerequisite is good resolution, which is dependent on the refractive index of the medium. Our naked eye can see not less than 200 micron, so it should be less than this. Our second factor is good magnification. Two type of. First is ocular lenses, which is of 10x, and second is Objective lenses. There are 4 lenses which are used: 4x, 10x, 40x and 100x. The multiplied product of these two lenses, ocular and objective lenses, creates magnification. Our third point is good contrast, which can be obtained by staining the cell. This is the gram stain picture of the yeast isolate, showing the better contrast. Our next question is, what are the different structural parts of microscope? To answer this, let's study the structural parts of basic microscope used in biology laboratories. This is a bright field microscope. This is an in-house microscope. I have divided the study in 3 parts. First, top, second is mid part, and third is the bottom part. So in the top part, there is an ocular lens, cover glass, adjustment gauge. Second, mid part showing the revolving nose piece, objective lenses. The objective lenses are embedded in the revolving nose piece and slight lifts and stage. And in the back side, the C-shaped arm is used to hold the microscope and coarse adjustment to focus the slide initially. In the bottom part, iris diaphragm and condenser is there and the light source. The light is passing through the condenser and iris diaphragm is regulating the light. And there is a base and fine adjustment and stage adjustment in the bottom part. Fine adjustment is used to fine tune the focusing the slide, to focus the slide, and finally the stage adjustment. So this is the bright field microscope. Our next questions are coming together. 6, 7, 8. Sixth is, what are the working principles of commonly used microscopes and how their microphotographs look like and what are their applications. So our first microscope is bright field microscope. To know the principle of bright field microscope, this is a left side view of the microscope. Here showing the light path. You can see here the both reflected and unreflected light pass through the objective and through the specimen. Here the line diagram showing all the light passing through the object. Our next microscope is dark field microscope. As the name suggests, the field is dark against the bright organism. So dark ground microscope, DGM. When we see the light path, here we can see that only light reflected by the specimen is captured by the objective lens, and unreflected light is not passing through. As we can see in the bright field, both are passing through, but not in the case of DGM. Here it is because of the opaque disc which restricts the light, and halo which allows the light is a specialized condenser used. And now the picture of the DGM showing that the background is dark and the image and the organism is brighter in compared to the bright field. Here you can see that the organism is brighter and background is dark. And this is used for the living cells, unstained cells and thin bacteria like spirochetes. So after knowing about the DGM, let's go to the next microscope, that is phase contrast microscope. As the name suggests, that phase is changing. Let's see why. In phase contrast microscope, there is a phase ring. Here you can see in the picture phase plate or phase ring. These phase plates are present in the condenser and objective lenses, and this is used to alter the phase of the incident light, and this light actually produces undeviated rays and deviated rays. So undeviated rays will pass through and deviated wave is out of phase. So on the basis of the difference in refractive index of the cell and the medium, which produces variable light intensity, which can be detectable. It is used for the microbial motility, shape of the living cells and other bacteria. Next microscope is fluorescence microscope. As the name suggests, the fluorescence means light. So this microscope actually uses the inherent fluorescent material present in the biological objects, which can be fluorescently labeled. So when the UV light passes through the excitation filter, and which is of the shorter wavelength, and it is actually reflected by the dichromatic mirror and converted to the higher wavelength, and the passing through the barrier filter, and lastly it can be imaged at the eyepiece. This is the picture showing the different fluorescence of the different areas of the cells. Used for the autofluorescence microbial motility, microbes coated with the fluorescent dye, like in MP test and QBC. MP is malarial parasite for QBC. In the end, now let's together compile the microscopic images of all 4 light microscopes. So this is the pictures of bright field microscope. Background is lighter. In phase contrast microscope, the background is shinier, and dark field, the background is dark and fluorescent is color producing. Last microscope is the electron microscope. And this is non-light microscope. So as the image showing that the beam of the electrons are used instead of the beam of the light. So here is no light. And circular electromagnets are used. These are the magnets, projector magnet, an objective lens magnet, and the condenser magnet. When the object is held in the path, so this image is formed. More electron scattering showing the darker area and less electron scattering showing the brighter area of the object. And it is used for the negative staining and shadowing of the virus, bacterial flagella and plasmid. Now let's together just quickly go through the differences. Light microscope and electron microscope. Here the magnification power of the electron microscope is 1 lakh times greater, and resolution is definitely better because it is nanometer. And source is electron beam, instead visible light, and medium is high vacuum, not air. Specimen mount could be on the metal grid, and electromagnets are used. So these were the main questions arises in the context of microscopes. I hope you could get this session. If you have the queries, please comment down, and thank you so much for the watching. Thank you.